Well, see, I said I was going to try to be better about watching when the time went off. Do you know what I was not watching was when the time went off? Lord have mercy. I've got to get better about that. Welcome back, Diamante. Welcome back, Learning to Color. Sorry about that. I was not paying attention one iota. I was really into these curtains here. Because I was almost done with them, so I was just really into finishing these up. It is hard to watch everything, and it's on my phone, and the way my setup is right about here is where the clip is on the phone, and it blocks the top of my phone so I can't see. Thank you. So those are done. One thing knocked out. Now, these, I want to get a yellow for the glow. I'm going to take my Naples yellow, because that's actually, I used the Naples yellow in the windows, so I want to keep that. I think I want to just go red. Well, shoot. I really don't want it to be too bright. You know what I mean? But I don't necessarily want to use the red. If I can just use the red and blue. It's fine. I don't want to get out too many more colors. So I'm going to take the dark red. Hi, Tamisha. Welcome to the live stream. So I'm only going to do 2 colors. Let's see. Let me feather that out a bit more. I used to know a lady who made her own stained glass windows. They were so beautiful. And that poor lady had so many burns on her hands. Like, I was amazed she could move them. So I'm going to do a little yellow just to give the illusion of the light, because there's light in here, so there's going to be light coming out of here, right? That's my theory, at least. It's going to turn a little orange, but I think it's all right. Hi, Asher. Welcome to the live stream. So I'm just going to continue on. With the red around here. Fading it out. Taking the Naples yellow, just a little bit. That's what I think I'll do. I'm just going to keep it simple. I don't want it as intricate as I have the other stuff here, because I don't want it to detract from the focus of this page, you know? I would hate for the focus of the page to move to the background instead of the foreground where it should be. I want, those nutcrackers are the pride and joy of this page. I really want those to stand out. Let's see, I'm also gonna do in here too. I'm hitting the part of the page when you know when you get to a section on a picture and you're just like, you can see the finish line, so to speak, and then you're just like, oh, I'm so close, I can finish it, I know I can do it, I can do it. You get the whole, like, the little train that could in your head. I think I can. Which, oddly enough, when I went through the girls' bookcases, we had 2 of the books, The Little Train That Could. So we're giving one to my niece. That was a very weird angle to color at. Oh, I want to do the yellow in here, and then I want to take the dark Naples yellow. Where are you? No, the yellow ochre. I'm sorry. The yellow ochre. I just clipped the tip. I want to take the yellow ochre just a little bit. Just darken a little bit. There we go. Oh, thank you, Asher. It is slightly overwhelming. I do post to YouTube, Diamante. It should be up either tonight or tomorrow. Today's stuff. I have stuff from Tuesday that I finally finished it yesterday. So if you can't stay for the stream, I do put it up on YouTube. It's under Melissa M. I don't have that many subscribers, so I can't do a channel name. So it's just under my YouTube name. Which is fine. Gotta start somewhere, right? But Asher, you know, I felt the same way. Honestly. I was like, oh, I can't do all of that. That's so much. But then I took the nutcracker, and I did the nutcracker. I took and did the tree. And I took and did the little thing here, and then I did the little thing here. And I just started doing little things all over, and next thing you know, you have a full page done, you know? Just got to take it into smaller bites. Or it used to be, there for a while, what I would do I would pick a color, and then I would just go throughout the page and color what I wanted that color before I started doing a bunch of shading and all of that. Oh, for some reason my nose is running. I feel like I have to sneeze. I hate that feeling. So let's see here. I think I'll do some blues in here. I'll do the yellow and the red. That'll pull everything from all the others. This is going to be stone. This isn't going to be stained glass. It's just what's in the middle here. Because I don't want to go overboard. Because I really want the background to be muted. Oh, I know. So if you look up, let's see. Most of mine are labeled Instagram, live stream, color and chat. And then if you look up December 5, I think that's how I have that one labeled. I'll try to put a link on my Instagram. Give me 2 seconds. I need to blow my nose. Well, I found one of my oldest's animal encyclopedia, and so we'll read little bits for bedtime stories. Because, you know, what kid doesn't like to read about orangutans at night? She kills it. Let's see, I want these little bits read. I know, I'm very difficult to find. I'm very sorry, Diamante. I only have like 12 subscribers. So it's difficult to get seen right now, which is okay. Are you following me on Twitter, Diamante? If so, I can my YouTube, I post on Twitter when I've uploaded a new one. So you go through my feed maybe and see. That'd be another way. Because I have it automatically posted to Twitter whenever I put one up. See, I want the middles here to be yellow. I can feel it. I'm in the home stretch, and I can just feel myself starting to go a little crazy and a little sloppy, and I need to reel that in. Need to calm down. I'm getting giddy. I can feel it. Like my heart's beating a little faster. I'm not even close enough to be able to say I'm nearly there, but for some reason my mind is in the home run. Home stretch, not home run. Poor analogy, Melissa. Ugh. Shame on me. Okay, so now I want my blues. I'm still going to keep the yellow. I'm still going to keep the Naples yellow, but now I want... See, I've got cobalt and dantrine and sky. I don't think I want the dark blue. So I'm going to do cobalt and sky blue. So the sky blue is going to be out here. I'm not pressing too hard. I kind of want to keep it light. And I'm okay with imperfections because it is a stained glass window. And stained glass windows have like, oops. I'm not even going to turn that on. I didn't push hard enough for that to be too bad. Stained glass windows have imperfections. I mean, you can get you can get them textured. You can get them with the bubbles in them. A lot of them have those bubbles. Like I said in the last stream, I grew up Catholic, so I grew up with all those big stained glass windows in the churches, and they all had those bubbles in them. Hello, Aurora Paints Everything. How are you? What I'll do after I color all this in is I will actually take a black marker, maybe the Posca even, something really nice and thick, and draw in the lines. Because stained glass have the metal between it. I'm doing good, Aurora. Just working on this. I'm getting close to finishing up. I'm heading towards the background, so exciting. I don't know if I'll finish it today or not, but definitely by this weekend I should be done. So that was a sky blue. I'm going to take just the Naples yellow and just a little bit. Like, I really don't want to change the color of the blue, but I want a glow in there, if that makes any sense. So those little imperfections where maybe I left some paper and I wasn't coloring in properly, That's where the glow will go. So that way I'm not changing the color of the blue, because you can do that without really trying. Sometimes you want to. I don't want green. I want a blue and I want a yellow. So don't press hard. Don't go too everywhere. Just kind of get where you feel like there's a little bit of paper showing through. There. Yeah, it'll go green fast, that's for sure. So then the center part here, I'm going to do this cobalt blue. You can see I barely used this thing. It's huge compared to my other ones. So again, I'm using the pencil to purposefully give imperfections. Also, my heart is kind of racing because I'm hitting that, oh, I could actually finish this. In my head, I'm like, oh, I can do this. Like, I'm excited. I'm excited right now. So my heart's kind of racing, so my hand's kind of jittery. So this works out perfect. I know that may sound silly, but I am so excited to finish this page. All right, so taking my Naples yellow again, careful not to go green. And just kind of get where you left some white. Now I want to take the yellow ochre and kind of darken just a little bit more down here. Just a little bit. There we go. Okay, now let me see. Where's my nice big black Posca? Not the big one, but this is the 0.7. It's really small as far as Poscas go. But I gotta shake it up. I haven't used it in a while, so pardon me while I shake off camera here. And then I'll activate it on a piece of paper. There we go. And take it. I'm going to do some big, thick lines. Because, like I said, I'm sorry I shook the camera. It's a stained glass window. So, let me see. I've got to kind of get in here, and I need to turn this because of the angle my hand sits. Try and get it where my hand doesn't smudge anything, because this will take a minute to dry. It will, Aurora. It will. I love stained glass windows. It's a lot of work that goes into them. Really is a lot of work. And it's not easy work either. You gotta cut the glass. Gotta solder the metal together and around the glass. You have to figure out your shapes. Let's see. Yeah, Aurora, your mother took classes. That's awesome. I had a friend who did this. And I would watch her. Like, we'd come over and she wanted somebody to chat with. And she'd just chat and do this. And I'm just sitting here like, holy cow. You know, do you not realize what you're doing? She'd burn herself and then, you know, go put something on it and come right back. And I'm just like, oh my gosh. And it can be so beautiful. I have a spot above my front door. It's like a 5-panel, goes across. It's like 5 panels. I would love a stained glass in there. I think that would be so pretty. I get the sun that comes through. There we go. I'm not used to up and down with Posca. I'm used to being off to the side with the pencils. And the Posca does not like that. And don't worry if you have to make the line thicker, because sometimes you have to do that when you're doing stained glass, because the glass didn't cut quite right and you need to make up that like little gap or something. And so they just thicken up the solder or the metal they're using. Yeah, see, it does not like to be on its side at all. Let's see, go around here. Sorry, got quiet. I was concentrating. There we go. Here is the stained glass. It is a perfectly imperfect medium. That is the best way to describe that, Aurora. Super. Oh, thank you. Yay, DeMonte. Excellent. So, stained glass windows done. I'm going to let that dry. So I'm going to move somewhere else. Let's see. Let's go down and do the big areas in here. And get my French grays. I've got all my pencils strewn in front of me up here. They're just off the side here. So I've got my French grays. Thank you, Aurora. So I've got 90, 70, I think I have them all except for 10, 50, 30, 20. The 90 I don't think I want right now, so I'm going to set him off to the side. Because I don't really want to go that dark. I don't want to have quite that much dark. Oh. But over here I do, because this could be shadowed. I take it all back. So I'm going to take my 90. Like on the other side, I put the cool gray as the concrete here, just to give a bit of a... So I have cool gray for Polychromos. I have warm gray Polychromos on this, and then I have French gray Prismacolor on the back. Just so it doesn't all look so uniform. Okay, there's the 90. So it doesn't look all so uniform. Gives a little bit of dimension. I will be using cool gray along with the French gray throughout the background, but it's just going to be a bunch of gray. I don't want it to detract from the foreground. I'm just pulling. I've got my hand, you see I've got a lot of pencil. A whole lot of pencil. Oh, yay, Asher. Excellent, thank you. Super, how exciting. All right, so that was 70, this is 50. I don't want too much of the 20. I don't want it to go quite that light, so I'm really gonna pull these out a lot further. Oh, I got something rough on that side. Again, I'm not fussed about imperfections. It's concrete or it's stone. Stone has imperfections. It's going to have mottled dents, and it just is. So I'm not going to be overly fussed to get it smooth, and I don't know if you can tell, there's a lot of lines. You know what, Aurora? I gave up on editing. I downloaded so many programs. I think 6 programs. And one I even like donated $5 just to be able to like use everything. And I just could not get them to edit. So I take these little 1-hour snippets and just upload them as part 1, part 2, part 3, or what have you, and just leave it. Because I don't have the patience or the time to go through hours worth of video and edit. But everybody's different. But yeah, are you under Aurora Paints Everything? I'll have to follow you. I love watching YouTube videos while I color. Absolutely love it. Tao put out a new, from Shine Bright Design, she put out a new, using pan pastels. So I'm so excited to watch that. It's like 5 hours. Love it. I love the long ones. So, see, that was 30. I'm coming out. Just 20 right in here. And just take the 20 just to blend it all. There we go. Cool. Give me 2 seconds here. Oh no, I put my keyboard up. I can't type anything, so I'll have to follow you after I'm done. But let me write a note. Aurora Paints Everything. Aurora Paints. On YouTube. Excellent. Otherwise, I'll forget. I mean, you know, I have a horrible memory. So, I'm a shadows on the left kind of person, so I'm shadows on the left. So I'm taking the 70, I'm foregoing the 90. I've already put, I've already taken my Jelly Roll white and done just a little highlight on the right side. Oh, cool. Well, that's easy. I don't think his standard right here is close enough to really cast a shadow on the wall, so I'm ignoring it. sometimes I make everything cast a shadow. I could be like Henny and like calculate how far back, because it would be, from the way I have my light coming, like it would be like way back here. So I don't even think it's worth it. And the tree I might cast a little shadow, just a little one, a very fuzzy one. And then it's a little shaded here because there's a pillar. Even though the light's coming that side, it's still gonna be slightly shaded. So then 50% French gray, Prismacolor. I moved over to Prismacolor. They are so much better on this paper, I have to say. I'm actually gonna take the 50 and come in here and shade right below where I have my highlight. Just a little. Yeah, it does make it look more finished. The shadows can be a pita though, a pain in the rear end. They really can. That's usually why I just stick to shadows on the left. Because it's just easier for me. I'm right-handed. Or you do the shadows coming straight on. I think those are the easiest, where you do, depending on your hand orientation or the head-on. I think those are the easiest. And easy doesn't mean bad. Easy does not mean bad. You do you. I've been reading a couple Facebook posts this morning, and I feel so bad for people who are hard on themselves. And I wish I could just take them by the shoulders and be like, you can do it. You can do anything. Just do it. Don't overthink it. I'm a good overthinker. I'm good at it. Like, I've made it into an art form. But sometimes I just throw everything up in the air and say, F it, and just go. Because if you don't, then you're just stuck. You're just staring at a page. And you're in a rut. And then you feel bad when you shouldn't feel bad at all. But you feel bad that you can't get something started, and you shouldn't. It's a never-ending cycle. Like, it's cyclical, getting in a slump like that. And I want to tell people, no, don't do it. Don't go there. Just take something. I tell you what, though, I cannot recommend this little thing enough. I've seen so many posts like, I don't know how to pick a color. 9 times out of 10, I have a color, I have one color in mind. And so I go, like I had the red, I had this red in my mind. So I went, where's my reds? They're in here. I went straight to the red, not the orange red. Just went straight red, right? Red color codes. Flipped it over and said yellow, green, and blue. Done. Even though I know that, red, green, blue, that's the color wheel. You get it. Sometimes just looking at this helps. Or you come over here and you see the split complementary where you have red and then you have all these greens. And that's kind of where I sat. Or you come over here and you have the red, orange, and pinks and that. I got this on Amazon. It is the ultimate 3-in-1 color tool. And it has a how-to guide. It shows you what it does. It even has a whole color wheel here. Hints for color results. Selecting your scheme. What the split complementary is. And then it goes yellow, chartreuse, and it has pretty much every shade. So if you need a teal, there's turquoise in here. There's aqua blue. And then these are used for a reason, and I couldn't even tell you why, but I know they're in there. But yeah, I also have a color wheel, but this has been my life, like it's always with me. So I adore it. And on the back of each one is the color wheel with the complementary, the monochromatic, the analogous. I know what this means. I don't know how to say it. Split complementary and the triadic. And it also has all the shades that fall under magenta. So you can take your pencil and say, is this a magenta shade or is this really a fuchsia shade? So legit, best tool I've ever found. I can't say enough good things. So this page, I had the red in mind. I went to my tool and I found my other colors. And that's what I do. And that's what I do with a lot of them. Either I'm at designseeds.com, design-seeds.com. Either I'm there or I'm in my color tool to find colors. Because I'm not trained artist by any stretch of the imagination. I know what colors I like. Working with my pencils for over a year now, I kind of know which ones work together, which colors blend together, like that earth green and the chrome oxide. I know. See if they would sponsor me. That would be nice, wouldn't it? But I can't say enough good things about that thing. I need to write a review, honestly. I've had Bianyo, I can't even say it. Bianyo. They've sent me a few things because I put some really good reviews on there for their, what was it? It was their watercolors, their 36 watercolors. They were really good. Really like their art markers, their alcohol markers. And then they sent me a Stay Wet watercolor palette, which is, I'm using it for my Hydras, but it's really cool. They stopped sending me stuff because I stopped buying stuff because it's Christmas time and I can't buy a whole bunch of stuff. You do it all in grayscale. I love color, but I'm a realist. Like, I like real colors. Like, the trees are really this color and the things really that color. And I'm a realist. Unless it's a fantasy. This isn't fantasy to me. This is real life. Like, this is a thing I could go see. So I do it in realistic colors. But like Mythomorphia, that's all fantasy, you know? So I do that in fantasy colors. And sometimes my need for realism really bites me in the bottom. I wanted to mix buttocks and bottom, but you know. Do you do grayscale rainbows? Because, so, do you remember, I don't know if anybody's as old as I am, Not that I'm old enough to remember when this came out. So back in the black and white days when all the movies were in black and white, you know, they used green hats or green spills for blood or red for red. Oh, your mandalas are rainbows. That's cool. But they used green to indicate red on black and whites, on black and white movies. And I always find that so interesting. I always find how they gave you the feel of a color without there actually being any color. So do you do stuff like that, Aurora? Do you use that type of illusion of color with grayscale? Is it a color blindness thing? My dad's colorblind. Like, can't tell red lights from green lights colorblind, which is really scary. I don't ride with him if I can avoid it at all costs. In your floof cartoons you do? That's awesome. I'm really going to have to catch that when you start putting up on YouTube. That type of stuff just tickles me pink. But yeah, my dad is colorblind. So all of his clothes are blue. Blue or green, I think. He's severely colorblind. I thought my youngest was. But color blindness is so rare in females that just bringing it up to her doctor, I was given like really weird looks, but she wouldn't recognize any colors. Like my oldest, she could recognize colors at a fairly young age, but my youngest just wouldn't do it. So I was afraid she was colorblind. But my doctor basically said it was impossible. So, or her doctor, I should say, the pediatrician. Now she's fine, but still, I think it was an attention thing. I'm really liking how soft this is coming out, and I'm not entirely sure how much of that you can see, but I really like how soft that's coming out. Oh, is it a female friend that's colorblind? That's pretty neat. It is super rare. I read up on it. That's cool. Well, not cool, but, you know. And then they have those in chroma glasses now that can help some people with certain types of color blindness, because apparently there's more than one type. And then chroma only work on certain type of color blindness. See, this is my problem. I know little bits about lots of things and not a lot about anything. Oh, that's cute. Yeah. Mixing cool and cute. That's cute. I was just thinking of The Wizard of Oz when it went from black and white to color. My mom hates that movie because of the flying monkeys. She hates it simply because of the flying monkeys. So one Halloween, I'm going to dress my kids as flying monkeys. There's something on there. There we go. Yeah, Jack of all trades, master of none. Oh, that's your favorite movie? Nice. I like it. I like it. It was a very... I have the Good Wives and Warriors, the Escape to Oz. I have that coloring book. I haven't even colored in it yet. I think I painted the yellow brick road on the title page, and that was about it. You have all the nutcrackers from the movie. What movie? There were nutcrackers in The Wizard of Oz? Hi, Christy Colors. Welcome to the live stream. I haven't seen Tin Man. I don't get to watch a whole lot of movies that aren't, you know, Frozen or Trolls or Minions and Despicable Me. And oh, nutcrackers that look like the characters. That makes so much more sense. That's so cool. When I first started coloring this page, I was modeling them after the nutcrackers my mom used to have when I was growing up, only to find out that she never actually liked nutcrackers, but somebody gave them, like a relative gave them to her one Christmas. She couldn't say no, and it snowballed from there. Moana, I know. Moana's a good movie, though. I like how there's no romantic interest, and she's just trying to do the right thing. Though really, when I realized that Dwayne Johnson was Maui, like, I was blown away. I was like, what, The Rock? No way. And then my daughters are like, who's The Rock? Like, never mind. The music is great. Oh, you collect nutcrackers? That's adorable. I really, I was saying, I want to try to get in here. I want to ask my mom if she still has any of her old nutcrackers, because if she's not gonna if she's not gonna put them out or anything, I want them. That was like a part of my childhood, is going into the curio cabinet and looking at all the nutcrackers she had. So. I know, he sings really good, doesn't he? Dwayne Johnson's a really good singer. It was like, I had it playing on the car, and it showed the singer, and I was just like, what? No way. So cool. I love coloring like this with Prismacolors because they don't go dull. Like, those are still sharp. I don't have to sharpen them. I love it. And then you don't have breakage from sharpening, because I have an older set. I think I've heard, well, I know I've heard a couple of people say that since they moved their operations, the Prismacolor where they're made, they've moved it down to Mexico, and since then they've had better quality control. So I've heard the Prismacolors have been improving, but I have an old set, and they were made in, I think, Japan, and they're pretty fragile. So, and I had a lot where the cores were off and all of that, but I heard their quality's gotten better, so I'm excited for getting new pencils. I may just buy a whole new set. So there's that part done. I'll set these aside. I'm going to do the brown. Let's see. I don't want Van Dyke. Let's see. I don't want walnut. Nougat. Raw umber. And Beaster. Right? Yeah. So, burnt umber. Yeah, I can't believe it seems there's a lot of people that are really talented. Beyond what you know them for. And I think that's really cool. I was watching something where Vin Diesel can, like, really dance. He's a really good dancer. And you're just like, Vin Diesel? Really? I'm looking over at the other ones. It needs a little bit more of the Beaster. So, pardon me. I'm trying to keep symmetry. So, if that makes any sense. I really like how this turned out. I'm very, very pleased. I think I'll use this same type of technique behind the door, up here, etc. So, that's good. I really need to finish this door. I hate the door. The door's so big. There's so much. Oh, the Tooth Fairy. Oh my goodness. Oh, remember all those old, like when Arnold Schwarzenegger was doing like Twins and then Kindergarten Cop and all those all those really cheesy family movies. I love that. I love seeing the big action heroes do those little family movies. I think it's hilarious. Kindergarten Cop. I know, isn't it so funny? That was way back. Arnold Schwarzenegger's been doing a whole lot lately. And so's Misha Collins. He's got the Wish thing. It's not a tumor. So many good movies. No, I haven't seen His Son Patrick. Like I said, if it's not a kid's movie, I don't really see it. Though I do keep up on the Marvel movies. For our anniversary, my husband took me to see Thor Ragnarok, which was just good fun. Good, clean fun. It didn't push a plot. It didn't move the series, nothing. It was just good, clean fun. I liked it. Oh, he's got a movie. Oh, really? I'll have to. So is it Patrick Schwarzenegger, or has it got a different last name? Yeah, you should see Thor Ragnarok. It was just good fun. It was really just good fun. Cool. I'll have to check him out. Thanks. Thanks for the tip. I put perfume on today, and I probably should not have done that because my nose is not, I'm not quite, I don't know if I'm not quite over my cold or if I got another one because my daughter sneezed in my face the other day. Like full on sneezed. I had to clean my glasses. It was in my mouth. It was disgusting. Oh, the joy of kids. And what's so funny is she was like so sorry because we had been, no kisses, wash your hands, the whole 9 yards. And like, she was just like beside herself, distraught that she sneezed in my face. It was adorable. So I couldn't be mad at her. Yeah. Ew, indeed. And I was brushing her teeth, so, there was like toothpaste and it was horrible. It was really bad. And all I could do was just like shake my head and go, of course. I've tried so hard for the last couple days not to get sick or not to get her germs on me. To the point I washed my hands so bad they cracked the other day. And there she goes sneezing on my face. Aw, do you watch your granddaughter or is she living with you? Just watching a kid will get you sick. You can look at them wrong and they'll get you sick. Those kids are like germ-carrying machines. Oh, chicken pox. Poor thing. I had that as a kid. That was horrible. And then, well, actually wasn't like that bad. Because this was before they had the chicken pox vaccine, right? In the 80s. Late 80s. So my mom told neighbor that I had chicken pox. And she goes, well, have her come over and play. So then, like, I got to go play at, like, everybody's house and play with their kids so I could give their kids chicken pox. So, like, the whole neighborhood, we all had chicken pox at, like, the same time. It was so funny. Oh, you had them at 31? Oh, Lord have mercy. Does that make you more susceptible to shingles then? Oh, she had the shot? Yeah, my kids had the shot too. But it's not supposed to work against some strains. I did read that. There are certain strains that it doesn't cover, which is, understandable, but annoying all the same. So you're more susceptible to shingles. I know if you've had chicken pox, then the likelihood of having shingles later on in life is higher. So I'm not necessarily looking forward to that as I get older. Because I had a pretty moderate case of chicken pox. And oatmeal baths were my friends. Yeah, I'm one of those people where